Alright guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kalu Nestor here again, and in this video we are going to be interviewing someone very important in the online space. His name is Eze David. He's popularly known as Dobat. Okay, so he's going to tell us what Dobat Media is all about and maybe why we should listen to him in this video.
Okay, Nobody's Media is a digital marketing and graphic design firm. We started way back 2019, and I think the idea has always been to bring businesses to the forefront, leveraging basically on social media and appealing visuals, right? So at the moment, we're a team of I think about 7-8 persons, and that's the vision we're pushing out.
Okay, so Dobat, we have noticed your content over time. Okay, we have gone through your channels and gone through your pages and all, and noticed some sort of very tremendous growth. Some time ago, someone said your Instagram is like a textbook. I can still remember that. So I really want to know. I really want to know what exactly is your journey. Okay, as a brand, as a personal brand, what exactly has been your journey as Dobat's Academy? Where did you start? Did you start from Dobat's Academy? How did you get down up to this level that you are in right now?
It's quite funny, Sha. I always share the story of the fact that I was not looking to start a brand or a firm or a registered agency or whatnot. That was not really my problem. I was just looking to have extra funds for textbooks and food and all that. And I remember when I started, what we started with was these cartoon portraits, like drawing toon portraits. Yes,
I think I did that.
Okay, that was what I started with. I can still remember the day I sent out my stuff. Okay, it was called Dub Arts, particularly because it was supposed to be Dub myself making arts like those toon portraits and all. Exactly.
Word.
So that was the whole vision behind it. You need to see my logo, guy. Very wonderful logo. So that was just it. But then as I kept going, I'm this kind of person that I like learning. I like adding new information, right? So I took a design class on Canva, just really basic design class. But then I got hooked, right? So I started exploring more of design, what's design about and all. And then that was when I started going in, and then I met you. Yes, I remember it was during that period I met you, and then I saw that this guy is also a graphic designer. So I was like, okay, let's keep moving further. And then I met Wilson through you much later. And then I met some other persons, and I said, okay, graphic design is actually very interesting. I bettered myself a lot during the lockdown year because I was isolated. I was just alone, and I was working with some courses from YouTube. Worked on Illustrator, Photoshop. I was just looking for a way to just get better at the craft, right? And then moving on from there, I think I took a digital marketing course with Google Learn for Africa. Yes, that was it. And then after getting certified, it was really interesting, but it was too broad for me. So I was like, how do I call myself? If I say I'm a digital marketer now, that's like email marketing, social media marketing, that's like AI, that's like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I was volunteering for an organization, I think Empowered Vessels Initiative, something like that. And they just had this class for social media marketing and communications. And I attended, and then I just said, oh, this is it. I'm so going to social media. And so I started showing up on Instagram. I really didn't know what I was doing, but I was just, showing up on Instagram and trying to connect with other persons. And during the process, I was just learning and moving. And that was how I basically found clarity and then niched down to just social media marketing and graphic design. And at the moment, I think graphic design is more of like a means to an end for us, right? At Dobat Media, we focus on social media marketing, just use graphic design to bring out those contents that show the value of businesses that we work for, basically. So that's the short version of the long story, basically. Yeah.
Okay, so it seems this lockdown period was a very important phase because even while I was speaking with Wilson, he also said that the lockdown phase played a very important phase in his growth as a personal brand. So I beg to say that the lockdown was a blessing in disguise.
Yes. Although I'm very careful whenever I call it a blessing in disguise, especially on social media, because for some people it was
yes,
exactly.
Yes.
For person go break his head.
Okay, so as a brand strategist, what I usually do is to know exactly what brand strategy people employ in their businesses, why they grow. so that we can easily know, okay, these are the strategies that works and the strategies that does not work when it comes to business brands and personal brands. Okay, so the question here is, what exactly is your brand strategy as Dobert's Media? What exactly is your brand strategy? What is your message? How do you get people to get attracted to you or to listen to you? Did I say listen or listen? Anyone shall.
Okay, now I mentioned earlier that we're basically focused on social media marketing and content design and all that. And our strategy has always been to focus on two set of persons, right? The first set of persons are clients we work for directly, right? And the second set of persons are young persons that we teach the skill to. So these are the two fronts we really focus on. And then with respect to bringing in these persons, we have inbound and outbound strategy, right? Now for our inbound strategies, we work with sales funnels, try to, especially for the second audience, which are the people coming to learn. Okay, we try to use freebies in the form of webinars, courses and all that to attract persons to the brand. Okay, and then during that whole process, we are very intentional about letting them know that, okay, this is from Dope Arts Media and this is what we're offering and this is what we have to give to you. You get, so that whole freebie sounds like a touch point between us and our audience, right? So that's like we bringing them in. And then for our clients, basically like people we work for, give the service directly, not teach them. We have a way of especially using Instagram and other social media platforms to communicate. And what we communicate is simple. You can actually get your message across to your target audience with much simplicity. Okay, I believe that content creation does not have to be so complex. Everything does not have to be so premeditated and thought and all that. Content can be spontaneous and can be beautiful. Over the time, we have persons who have proven this. Persons like I think I have Salem King on Instagram. I'm personally a huge fan. And when you look at contents that actually break the boundaries, you would see that these are mostly behind the scenes or reality just captured. And this is the same kind of thing that we tend to do. Bring that originality, give it a bit of refinement, and then send it out for our clients. And then for the other persons who are more like students coming into the Dobert's Academy, what we do is we just brush them up, help them to understand firstly the importance of this skill and how they can apply it to also grow a personal brand for themselves. So that's basically it. But the major thing, like the major strategy at the forefront for us has always been our sales funnel. I don't think we have a lot of time to go into how detailed our sales funnel is, but then that has always been the major strategy. And then always fronting that simplicity and always trying to put our brand out there. Like everything we send out has characteristics of Dope Arts. It shouts it, it screams it. So you just see this and you know that, okay, this is coming from us. So we are very intentional about every touch point. We want to be able to send that impression across.
Right. Thank you very much. So this is like a two-in-one question, right? Now the first question is, there are persons who really would want to troll towards your path, okay? The content part and the social media marketing part. So what exactly would be your advice to persons who actually want to start in this area or in this niche? And then secondly, can you talk about your academy? Okay, can you tell us about your academy? Because you said you have like two touch points for your clients, and then you have the students area bar.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little about your academy? Okay, what is it about and how can persons access it? And also tell us what people can do, especially those who really want to start up in this particular niche.
Okay, now you see, one thing about content creation and social media marketing is that it's not a skill that can be practiced individually. It is something that has a compendium of other skills put together, right? So if you're going to, okay, if I had to start again from scratch now, looking at myself, I would still start with learning graphic designing, because there is this thing that goes with being able to present visual content in a very beautiful way. So I would advise you, okay, look and take for a wicked graphic design. Okay, I'm getting excited, interesting. Look and take a wicked graphic designing course, right? Just take one, and then after that, if you can, add a video editing course, and then after that, take a social media marketing course, and then start showing up. Choose a base platform, basically. Choose a base platform, right? Now, you need to take note of this. You don't really need to complete all of these courses before you start showing up. You'll be doing yourself a lot of disfavor. This might be my personal opinion, but this is it. Why I'm asking you to learn graphic design and video editing is because it's going to help you to send out contents which are like the lifeline, the blood of social media marketing altogether. So once you pick up one skill, you can start showing up. Just choose a base platform, okay? I define your base platform as your base of operations. Where are you going to pitch your tent? For myself, it's Instagram. For some persons, it's WhatsApp. For some other persons, it's Twitter. For some other persons, it's Facebook. Some other persons, it's Fiverr, or even Upwork, freelancing platforms, or even LinkedIn. So choose your base platform, and what you want to do is you want to really assess your target audience. That is very, very important. Now that I have this skill of graphic designing and I'm moving towards getting to a social media marketing level, who is going to need my services, and can these persons be found on the base platform that I am going to choose? That has to be a very major question. And then after making that assessment, you can go ahead and choose your base platform and start showing up as a graphic designer. As you add your video editing skills, add it to it, and continue growing your audience. As you finally get to the level of social media marketing, add it. One of the things I've learned over time is that fronting as an expert when you're not is more likely to harm your social media growth than favor it, right? So what you want to do is you want to take your audience on that process of growth. It's actually very beautiful. Sometimes I have persons coming to my DM. I'm like, okay, I've been here for a couple of years now, since 2019, some persons 2018, and they're like, I've seen you grow, guy. And on the strength of that, they can really trust my brand because they've seen my process. So that's very, very important. Okay, remember what I said? I would advise you to start with the graphic design course, add a video editing course, then go for a social media marketing course. After that, you can go for a full-fledged marketing course. You can take some sales courses, because you never know what you will encounter in this niche. Basically, social media marketing, so it can be volatile sometimes. I just get a call, let's meet, and I meet the client face to face, and then I have to suddenly flaunt sales closing skills that I don't know where they came from. So basically, that's that. And I think you asked the second question. Yes, what the Dobbats Academy is about. Okay, right. I think I hinted on that earlier when I said that we focus on helping persons get these skills and be able to use it not just as a form of making money, but as a form of helping other persons and also bettering their own lives, right? So the skills available at the moment in the Dobbats Academy, I think we have graphic design, we have social media marketing, and then we have content creation, right? Those are the three major things we deal on at the moment. And for the content creation, we have a mega super powerful course. I don't know how to qualify it. It's called the Content Creators Bootcamp, right? It's a 1 month program, and it costs 5,000 naira to get in. Okay. We are trying to make it possible for every young person out there to get in, because this is it. When I started earlier, I actually struggled a lot. I struggled back to back, guy. Leave it. I had a lot of struggle. So I kind of relate with young persons when they're like, okay, we need this stuff, we want to grow, so courses that are targeted, or products targeted at young persons or teenagers or young adults from Dobbats Media, they are always very affordable. Okay, so if it's something you put your heart out to, come on, 5,000 naira is not exactly. But then looking at the course content, it is so powerful that after you finish the 1.0, I'm the best student of 1.0, got 2 jobs in 2 weeks. Wow. And when she came to tell me about the stuff, I was so excited. I was like, what is this? It was really, really visible, right? And then apart from that, there's also the graphic design program for smartphone. That's about 2 weeks, and that's 8,000 naira. And then there's the Photoshop course for a month. That's about 27,000 naira, actually. Okay, but what we're really fronting at the moment is that Content Creators Bootcamp, because even embedded in the bootcamp is a mini design session, so you can also pick up some of those design skills and decide to come back, much later for the whole deal. Basically, so that's majorly the content of Dobbats Academy at this point in time. So if maybe anybody watching is looking to get in, they can just reach out to you, get the link, and then access it for themselves. It's beautiful. The Content Creators Bootcamp is pre-recorded, by the way. You get to go through all of this. You get to take the assessments and submit. We have best students of every week and best students of the whole program at the end per batch. So that's like a lot of prizes to be won, winning the money back. basically winning the money back. So yeah, that's that.
Below this video is the description area, right? So I'm going to be sending out all the links there, so just get down there, get to the description, and then click on the links. Okay, so the courses, all of them that he has mentioned, the links will be down in the description below. Okay, so you were saying something. I want to ask a very important question. Now, you were talking about base platform, yeah. Mm-hmm. And as a content creator, you know that people usually have issues when it comes to social media platforms. So people feel like, okay, I need to be everywhere. I need to be on Instagram. I need to be on Facebook. I need to be everywhere so that I can be able to spread my message across, and get more persons. Some people feel like, let's just hold on to one platform. Just be on Facebook and forget about every other platform. Build authority on Facebook, and then maybe when you've gotten that popularity, then you can now decide to spread across. There's some people feel like just mix it, you can take 2 3. So what exactly is your recommendation when it comes to social media platforms? How should people approach it?
I think I've always had just one view on this particular stuff, and it's quality over quantity, basically. Now, let me ask you a question, right? You have
Why are you asking me about the question?
you have two brands, right? Brand A is on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and which other one? Facebook. Four of them, right? And brand B is just on Instagram and WhatsApp, right? Now, brand A puts out an offer and puts in all of their handle. You are excited about this offer, and you check out brand A on LinkedIn and saw that they would only have 2 posts, and the last time they posted was April. Meanwhile, that same brand A in Instagram, they have like 1,000 posts and they just posted that morning. Now you check out brand B, right? You just decide, okay, same offer, but since I saw what I saw from brand A is not really giving me consistency vibes, let me check out brand B. And then brand B, they make the same kind of advert, but they just put their two handles, which they've been very consistent with. And then you just choose at random and you show up on WhatsApp and you see that, okay, this person has a well optimized outlook, or from there on, you move to the Instagram and see that this person has a very good outlook. Which are you are more likely to work with?
Yeah, brand B.
Obviously, brand B, yes. So you see, I think it was you that told me one time that yeah, it's better to make no impression at all than to make a bad impression, right? Because if I'm not giving you an impression, I still have a clean slate. Oh God, tabula rasa now.
Yes.
I still have a very clean slate. I can still make that good impression. But if I'm giving you a bad impression, then I have more work to do, because for you to respond to me, I have to clean the bad impression before putting on a good one. So I would always advise, what I advise all of my clients, especially persons who are starting from scratch during our onboarding process, is this: choose 2 platforms. And I always advise at least one closed end and one open end. Like WhatsApp is a closed end platform. It's only for your contacts and people who you have their contacts and have yours. Instagram, Facebook, they are open end platforms. Everybody can find you. Yeah. That's the reason why you choose an open-ended platform to grow your audience and build visibility, a closed-end platform to grow your community. Basically, if you focus on just 2 platforms and grow them aggressively, then subsequently we can now look at spreading the traffic. Because if you look at a lot of persons, like somebody like Emeka Nobis, I know as a matter of fact that he was not on a lot of platforms starting up. He focused really a lot on Facebook, and then now when you check his Telegram channel, his YouTube, and everywhere, that traffic is spreading because consistency and effort was placed into one channel per time. I don't know if you get the gist now. Okay. So that's basically my opinion on that.
So one final question. Okay, a very final question.
I've already.
So what thought our community, okay, the brand strategists, the brand therapists, our community, okay. So we want to know, or we want you to give us a summary of how your content creation schedule is like when you're about to create the content. How is your work like? I don't know if you understand.
It's like my process.
Thank you, that's the word I was looking for. What is the process? What is your content creation process like?
Okay. Now I write a lot. Okay, I'm this kind of person that I brainstorm, I think on paper, right? So I scribble a lot. I have jotters that are filled, like I just scribble stuff and all that. But then if I would place my content creation process like systematically on how I go, it's basically first there's an idea, and then secondly I develop that idea. Thirdly, I begin to look at the presentation. The presentation starts from writing basically, because every content needs to have a good headline. So the headline determines if persons are going to actually interact with your content or not. Because it's just like having a house. The inside is very beautiful, well decorated and everything, but the outside is thatch and mud. You will bet me that some persons a lot of persons who are looking for houses will not stop there. Even though the inside is beautiful, the outlook does not attract them. So for contents, after getting the idea, developing on it, because I learned this very early from one of my first content coaches. as a content creator, your best friend should be Google.
Mm.
I don't like I browse. I don't want to say bastard, I'm stupid. I browse a lot, a lot. Like I'm always checking out for stuff. So if I get an idea, even if I have the complete information, because I've been working on content for as long as I can remember. So there are ideas that I can just really write on and I'm done. But then I still want to check if there are updated, stuff on it.
Yeah.
So idea, that's research process, and then the presentation, I'll start from the headline. And after the headline, the second, maybe the second part of my content has to do with more like the hook and the building the interest. And then after that part of my content, I go to the value proper. And then after that, I add my call to action. Very important. Every content must have a call to action. Now that whole process put together is the presentation. Remember what I've said: the idea, the research, the presentation, and then after that, I know at this point you would have chosen a base platform already. So I decide the format in which I want this content to be in. The format will now decide. Okay, after I've gotten all of it presented together, I'm like, okay, should I design a carousel with this? Or should I create a video with this? Or should I make a single design? Or should I just take a picture and post it as a caption?
Yeah.
Okay, and I look at this content type. What has worked for me for this content type before? Which content format do I use? And then I choose. If it's a carousel, okay, I make my carousel, and then I go ahead to publish it. Okay, one of the crucial things that I really look out for when publishing is my time of optimum audience presence on my social media. Like there's always that period when your most of your audience are likely to be online. Okay, that's when you have to send out the content, so you get that initial response that helps touch the algorithm to show your content to more people. So that's basically my process. I think idea, research, presentation, content format, and then publishing, basically.
Wow.
In summary.
Oh wow. I believe you have learned a lot. This is about 20 minutes or thereabout of premium value. Okay, so I want to make sure that you are going home with something here. Okay, just go back to, if you've seen this video up to this point, go back again and watch it again. Like if you can, go back 3 times and watch it again, because so that you don't miss out on anything. Okay, so I want to thank you so much, Dobat, for coming and for accepting our invitation and coming live to our channel. Thank you very much, and guys, I see you in our next video. Peace out.
Peace.